Okay, this is David. I'm making a recording to show how to record on CD for the Sunday night services. Here's our blank media. I've already got a disc out of there, the top drawer. Come around here to the board. I have music playing already to send a signal. You can see I've got the mains muted, so we don't hear anything, but you can see a little signal here on the playback channels. Not much, but a little bit of low-level signal. We open the tray, put our blank media in, close, and it shows that it's reading. I'll do all this before the service. Okay, now it's showing that there's a disc with 0 tracks and 0 time on it. So I'm going to go ahead. That tells you you're good to start. I'm going to go ahead and push this record button, and it says waiting. You'll notice it shows track 1, but the timer's not rolling, and you can see an audio level on top there. So it's picking up audio, it's ready to run, but it's not making a recording. Once we get to this point, I'll do all that before the service. When I'm ready to begin the recording at the start of the service, all you got to do is push this fader button, bottom right, fader, it says fade in, and you see the counter is rolling now. We're now recording. The recorder will continue to run until you stop it or until it reaches 89 minutes, 79 minutes, whichever comes first. Let's see here. Now, what I like to do between songs, if you notice the display, I press the record button between songs and it advances a track. It'll start a new track. That's good to do like in between songs, right when they're applauding, or right when there is prayer going on or something, so it doesn't make a blip in the music. Try to do that just precisely as you can in between songs. That's optional, but I like to do that to divide the thing up. Particularly right before the sermon starts, the last song ends, the choir finishes their song. It's usually the congregation applauds. After the notes are gone, I press that. It advances the track. Now we're recording the sermon on a separate track. Same thing when the sermon comes to an end. When he goes to pray at the end of the sermon, I'd advance the track again. This way I'm not importing more megabytes than I need to use this audio for the Vimeo upload. Now, we need to finalize the CD, and the way we do that, you get to the end, you want it to fade out nicely, you hit the fader button again, it'll say fade out. It has stopped recording, or the counter stopped rolling anyway, and at this point what you do is press stop, and it tells you that it's writing to disk. It has written to the disk and it's finished, but it's not complete. So your next step after you get to that point is click finalize right here, and it says finalize OK, and to say OK you answer on this round jog button on the right. Finalize OK, that tells it yes, and now it's writing the table of contents on the CD, and you show it's got a minute remaining. So I'm going to pause the recording here and wait till that finishes. And through the magic of technology, it is now down to completion, and you have a completed CD ready to take out and utilize. So press the eject button. It tells you that it's opening it, as if you didn't see it opening. Take your disc out, handle it by the edges, don't skate it across rough surfaces like I did. Take one of the Sharpies out of Bill's pencil cup holder and take a Sharpie and label it, the date and service, and put it in a sleeve. I'll show you where some sleeves are, and then put it in my mailbox for use. Here is a stockpile of used sleeves on the file cabinet next to these CDs. If you run out of sleeves, we got more in the studio. The end. Thank you for watching.